everyone, I'm Dr. Rita Louise, and this is a psychic reading summary for the week of March 15th, 2018. We're creating our future each and every day. It's time to shift the vibration on the planet from being dark, filled with tension, anger, and frustration, to something that supports our health, well-being, and happiness. And here's this week's full planetary vibration reading. It seems as if the world will be calming down this week. The turmoil and frustration we experienced last week has passed, and we're finally able to take a breath and find our bodies again. Apprehension, I think, is an excellent word to use when talking about the planetary energy right now. There's a level of uncertainty, and we're a bit tentative about putting our feet down on the earth. We're still processing the events from the last couple of weeks and aren't sure if the worst is over yet, but thankfully, I think it is. As we look at our lives and the events transpiring in the world today, it's as if it's almost surreal. Could this really be what's going on? Are people really this way? Could what I'm seeing and experiencing in my life and around me be true? Without going into a long dissertation into the law of attraction, this theory states that things you put your attention on will manifest into your world. We are constantly bombarded by negativity. Between the ongoing political banter to the things aired on the news and broadcasted on TV, the messages we are receiving are all grim reminders and, in my opinion, who and what we don't want to be. I often comment on recent television and movie releases that portray our future reality. In the vast majority of them, homeless people stand around barrels, keeping themselves warm by the fires they contain. The streets are overcrowded and disheveled. What they portray is a dismal reality of our future. These images fill our subconscious, and I can only assume that they are working to lay the groundwork for the reality we are creating for ourselves. While these thoughts don't have a direct relationship to this week's reading, in some sense, they do. We are all, as these planetary readings have suggested week after week, affected by each other's energy. The scary part to me is that for the last number of months, the vibration on the planet has been hard, dark, filled with tension, anger, and frustration. Tied to this is a feeling of having no control over our lives. We're damned if we do and damned if we don't. A no-win situation, no matter how you slice it. This potential future, however, is not locked in stone. We're creating each and every day of our life. Like the negative energetic vibrations that are encroaching on our happiness and well-being, we have in our power the ability to shift the dynamic to something else, perhaps something a little less dreadful. Change is a process. It can start simply by finding hope or gratitude or love in our lives, by grounding our bodies and working to be in the flow of universal energy. As we bring these positive vibrations into our lives, perhaps they will begin to spread and start to overcome the dark forces that seem so prevalent on our planet today. Starting simply with simple ideas and simple notions will have another effect. If we put out rainbows and unicorns and living in a kumbaya society, I think that the wish would be too big and would be met with resistance. But small, subtle shifts can gently rock the boat until a more significant change is achieved. Well, that's it for this week's reading. Please share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're watching this week's reading on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Like me, Dr. Rita Louise, on Facebook, or schedule a private psychic reading or medical intuition evaluation by visiting soulhealer.com. So until next time, I'm Dr. Rita Louise.